Everyone forgets about Canada.
Canadians
Oh,
forget about Canada sometimes, or want to, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you,
Truth.
Trudeau.
Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us for another Stage Live event. I'm Otto. I'm here with the Stage team, and we're bringing you some exciting updates and news from the ant world, the ants' underground kingdom. I want to direct everyone to the live chat where you can chat with the Stage team and your fellow players. There's also the live IDs where you can post your ID and receive a gift from the fairies. We are going live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So if you want to use those platforms to stream rather than using your Discord, you definitely can go over to there. If you do post your IDs or your friends post your IDs in the comment section of those videos, we will add them to the pool so that you're not missed. So please go ahead, interact, share those videos with your teams if they can't attend stage. And without further ado, Nim, how'd you do on your hatching event, the 9 for 10?
Well, I'm a hoarder in a lot of things, but eggs is not something I'm very good at keeping. I tend to like to hatch them right away. So I didn't have very many to hatch to begin with, and so I didn't do very well. I focused instead on my mutations for this event, but I hear a few of you had uh, good luck and not so great luck. Um, it's Draco's favorite event.
I hate it so much.
You
Oh
know, if
my
I
God.
didn't have bad luck, I would have no luck at all.
you guys are looking at it wrong, though. It's not about luck, to be
Oh boy.
honest with you. Okay.
Oh boy.
So let
Oh.
me break it down for the audience and you guys and like how I kind of approach it. I save pretty much every orange egg that I earn throughout the weeks and weeks and weeks between the 10 for 9 event. Okay. And then during the event itself, you know, as the colony actions happen, I will hatch I think it takes 3 spins of hatching orange eggs. And you hit the colony action, all 3 shells of the colony action, which earns you, as we all know, like diamonds and more eggs and what else? Kiwi for sure. Okay. So, Ghost, I'm going to get to that. 330. I hatch like just under 300, I think, maybe 280 and 290 or something along those lines. Okay. But saying that you got nothing good is not the point of this event. You got a lot of good things. Okay. So, depends on what server range you are in, but those that are in the newer servers, the ants that are earned through those supreme hatches will definitely help improve your troops, right? You're going to be gaining ants that are being used in your pro troop and your maybe a secondary unit, whatever, like shells that you are going to need to add stars to the particular ants. If you're in an older server like mine, there's not a single ant in the supreme hatches that I need on my account. Okay. So I'm not even looking at it for the actual ants that are earned from it. It is material that can be used. Okay. You're going to average between regular hatching of the orange eggs and waiting for this 10 for 9, you're going to gain at least an extra 3 to 6 orange ants from what you would do if you were normally hatching these throughout the week and not saving them up. Okay. So what does that translate to? Well, if you needed to spore an orange cell to get spores, you gain an extra 600 spores from each of the ants that are spored out. But whatever you get from it can also be used towards upgrading the skills of like season ants that you are working on. So either way, it's worth saving the ants just for the fact that you're gaining a few extra orange ants from doing it this way. Obviously, it takes patience, right? You have to wait for the event to come out, and it takes, you know, the ability not to just, I'm going to blow a few orange. I want to see what I can get from this. So you have to be dedicated to actually doing this every time in order for it to be successful, I think. But more importantly, one factor to always take into consideration is you also have to be kind of prepared to not have to depend on the supreme eggs to hit the 9 shells, because on your normal special ant day, okay, so you have to be prepared to like do other things, either sporing out a lot of ants, spending spores, hunting insects. The most important thing is hitting those 9 shells every special ant day. And if you can't do it without hatching a few supreme eggs, then you'll have to hatch a few supreme eggs to do it. But the more you can save towards that event, the better off you are in general. Don't you think?
You know what I heard there?
Yeah.
I heard that all good things. I, as Soul already knows, am the most impatient ants player on the planet.
I want it now. I want it now. I want it now.
Yes. You all things considered, that is an amazing guide that everyone should use. But have you ever like the red dot syndrome in the game? Like, when you first log in after reset and you clear all your red dots and you're like bang 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 bang. Sometimes don't you like, how much self-restraint do you have, sir, where you don't go there and you're like, ooh, yellow eggs, hatch, 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 and then you just stop for a second, you're like, wait a minute, maybe I should save these.
Okay. So I have a friend in the game that has saved 500 or so eggs. Okay,
My
just to give you like an idea. Okay, so they wound up spinning, gaining a bunch of orange ants or whatever, and they wound up sporing out all of those ants over a couple weeks that they were able to do it, getting tens of thousands of spores, right?
Yeah.
That they dumped into the mutation pool. Okay, so specifically dumping it into I think it's called avulsion or something. It gives like an increase in special ant skill attack. Okay. But they were able to jump that, I think, 10 levels just with the spores that they earned from that 10 for 9. This week on Groundhog, they increased their hit from the previous Groundhog by 1 billion points. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So it does, like that type of material is needed for like improving mutations. Now imagine what that's going to do in a battle, right? Like you now, we all know that like when it comes to the stats on an account, your special skill attack and special skill defense are two of the hardest stat improvements that you can do on the game. There's only a limited amount of spots that you can improve that. Like that's why everyone pushes that on the fungi, right? Like those that are in the know when it comes to like your fungi mutation, that last tree where it improves special ant skill in defense is where people should focus on that, because that's like one of the very few places that you can do that, right? So any place that you can improve that, and using in the mutation pool, you need a lot of spores. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of spores it needs to get to higher levels. You're talking 2,000, 3,000 spores to increase one level. That's only giving you maybe like a 0.5% increase. But when you're talking about, most players are in the 100, 150, like even the top players in this game are maybe breaking 200 special ant skill attack and special ant skill defense. You know, gaining 2, 3, 4, 5% is a huge improvement. So I don't know. It's definitely something to look at. And then there's other factors too, like the maze and stuff like that. Like there are players out here that are trying to improve, like even ants they're not using. I mean, like,
I'm guilty of that.
You want to get a little further in the maze because it gets you more protein. It gets you more of the shells to allow you to buy awakenings and stuff like that. So like, I mean, like my personal take on this whole thing is that I save those eggs because I want to gain, even if it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But to be honest with you, on my own personal account, like I said, I hatched about 300, just under 300 eggs, and I wound up getting 24 orange ants out of it.
That's
okay.
Awesome.
So, I mean, if you factor on a guaranteed one every 30, this was almost a guaranteed one every 10. So it was a huge improvement.
14,400 spores.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Dang.
Dang.
I think Nim, she even just unlocked more mutations because
Dang. They say I'm going to make you broke. Dang.
Yeah. It was a grind, but I finally did. Here's my current stat in live chat where I finally unlocked the 2 mutation abilities. It was a grind, but I got there. Like,
nice.
I think for me, because being an ADHD kid, there's so many spots to improve that if I don't like specifically push myself to focus, like have like a list of tasks, like, okay, these are the few things that I need to put myself focused on. But don't look at how it's set up right now, because I was moving a bunch of stuff around.
No, but don't put any more into that attack ability.
Oh no, I'm not.
Do it into the avulsion.
Yeah, that's the goal, because I just unlocked those 2 like this last week.
Okay, I got you.
Like I just got them, so now I'm in the process of like shifting.
That one to me is like the most important, because it'll help you in PvE, because you can put whatever your most damage producing ant is in it when you're hitting the groundhog or hitting pangolin, or even like, honestly, like it'll help you get higher nodes too.
Yeah. Well, I've seen, like, it's interesting even with my scores. I saw some improvement. Like I had a high score hit this week, like a personal best for my groundhog scores. So I don't know exactly where. I have to dig in more to see where it all sort of came from, because sometimes it's hard to tell. But yeah, I've seen some improvement already with some of these unlocked.
Is that the score that I beat you by 60K on?
What, the groundhog scored? I don't know if did you beat me today? Like the groundhog?
The groundhog today?
Yeah, if you go look at my yeah. So no,
are you 1.7 bill yet?
No, I'm just shot, like 1.6 something.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll take it. It's so funny, the range on that too, because you're like,
I know, it's ridiculous.
Like you get your personal best and then your next hit's like under 1 billion. You're like, what in the heck is happening? But anyway, yeah. So that's kind of where I've been focusing too. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to because I do have lots of improvement there. Maybe Maybe we should keep track of how many eggs Nim doesn't hatch. Maybe we'll have a weekly check-in that like Soul can challenge us. How many eggs have you not hatched this week?
I mean,
Oh,
here's
be
the thing.
thinking
Like
there.
I'm able to hit 9 shells on special ant day without hatching any orange ants because like I'm very proactive in trying to hit as many colony actions as I possibly can during the week because I want to like gain as much kiwi as possible. And then I'll like add experience to ants, you know, do things like that only on special ant day because I want to actually I'm going to show you something funny what I do even.
He probably has a spreadsheet.
No, I have like a preset to hunt with hold on one second. I have to get into something. Go ahead. But I have a preset to hunt with ants that are like very lowly developed. So that way I can gain experience on special ant day and honestly even on other days so that I can improve on those ants without necessarily having to spend a ton of kiwi. I did this a while ago. I do have to change it every now and then when we go on to event, but it's worked out very well for me. So I don't know if anyone else in the audience or any of you guys ever thought of doing this, but I set up these ants that are like very weird configuration because like when you're on server, you should be able to kill like a level 15 insect with pretty much any march, right? I don't know. Do you guys see that or no?
Not yet.
No, I'm saying, do you guys do anything like that? Do you have
I run my hunting with T2s. I use Mike so it just clears fast, like the auto hunt.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I put T10s in mine because I have them, but I mean, I use carriers for the entire march. But here, hold on. I'll kind of show you the setup.
My gosh, it's amazing seeing everyone's mutations.
I know. I was like, here, I'm doing good. And then I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm going to go hide in a box now. Dang.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm glad I'm not showing anyone mine.
So here's like my preset 3. Okay.
Like how you set your marches up for hunting?
Yeah. So like
and
my
preset
set 3 is set up with every ant that I don't have at level 50 yet, right? Because I'm like trying to improve these towards being able to get further in the maze. So these are ants that I'm not really using. That's why they're not at 50. That's why they don't really have stars or anything. But what'll happen is as I'm auto hunting, right, they're racing very fast because they're all full of carriers. You know, as you can see
experience,
here.
Right?
Okay. Exactly. And that's why I have that first the pro troop has the 2 blue ants that are like help gain experience for the ants that are in that march. So like on that particular march, I have the lowest, you know, I think I just recently got a carpenter ant, right? So those 28 levels that were added to that carpenter ant has no kiwi invested in it because it's just from hunting insects right now. So eventually that thing's going to get up to 50, right? And I didn't invest any kiwi in it because, you know, like kiwi's precious, right? You can use it towards ants that you are trying to add stars to or whatnot, right? Like you have to hit so much experience, especially when you get into the trying to put a 7th star or 8th star on on an ant, it's a lot of kiwi or I'm sorry, a lot of experience that's needed, and you can't do it just from hunting. It's nearly impossible. I have a
Yeah.
mask. Oh yeah, that's from the meteorite improvement. So,
Yeah, he actually
but
looks pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, I've seen insects with wings and all sorts of cool colors, but
But yeah, no, like I agree with you. So like for me, I'm going to start saving up. I've learned my lesson. Definitely learned it. But for the the underground maze, I definitely need to start grinding there, getting my ants leveled up some more. Even on a special ant day, I need to start swapping out all my maxed leveled and start putting these little low ones that aren't even at level 50 just to get them up higher, gain some SPS points, throw them in the underground, and start accumulating some points to get more awakenings because a lot of people also forget about the awakening gallery levels, and those
Love it.
definitely will help. What's
yeah.
that?
I love the gallery.
Ooh, I think I'm at level 13 right now, so
It's my
slowly getting
my
up there.
favorite pastime is just looking at all the awakenings I have and all the awakenings I don't.
Oh, yeah, same with
They're
me, my remaster.
they're kind of like Pokemon. I want to collect them all.
Oh my God. See, wouldn't Pokemon be a great collaboration?
I
It'd
would
be a
be
lot
there.
of money. Yeah, it would be
Well,
awesome. Like,
I mean, thinking of collaborations,
uh-huh.
2 more days we see the first released on stage. We figured it out from the picture, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Lucas the Spider
you got to be so
officially
modest.
announced as the.
It was all you, Slow.
Uh,
Come on.
I mean, it was great. I mean, from that picture we were able to do that, figure out what it was. That was awesome. So, what do you guys think is going to be in store for us during this event?
Well, then, what do you think? I know you were talking about it earlier.
Well, I mean, I'm not particularly sure. I mean, you posted some in our group chat about some of the events that came with our last collaboration.
Yes,
So,
Kumuko.
so hopefully, I mean, I'm excited because I like collecting hill skins. So I'm hoping we get a cute little Lucas the Spider Hill skin. Although we kind of already got a Spider Hill skin, but I'll take it. I can't have too many.
Yeah.
But I did dig in a little bit to some of the characters that have shown up in our oh my god, my brain today. Too much turkey.
Not enough coffee.
Not enough coffee.
Lexi actually just posted something in chat that I didn't even really consider. The insect buddy being the fly.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
That would be super cool.
I'll buy it.
Yeah. Ding. Yeah, but
Insect buddy fly would be definitely cool. There is an extra spot nobody has, so that would be really awesome. I agree 100% that it's going to be an insect skin, and most likely will be Lucas.
oh yeah, 100%.
So
That's for sure.
Yeah,
but
with
here
the
I'm going to
expansion
post
of how they with the expansion of how they did the insect skin thing, that was definitely in preparation for more insect skins. So Lucas being an insect skin is almost a guaranteed. But I didn't even think about the buddy system. So thank you, Lexi.
Well, it's
Yeah.
usually like we get a hill skin of some kind, and then we do tend to sometimes get a March skin of some kind. Is it a March skin? Am I saying that right?
Yep.
March skin.
Usually there's like a March skin, and then potentially a buddy. Like that would be, yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I mean, they'll for sure be like a free hill skin, right?
Hmm.
And then there'll be probably a pay hill skin that comes with it because that's typical of every event.
There'll be
There,
a metal.
there'll be an insect skin for sure, right? Because of the expansion and the fact that the last one they didn't come out with a new insect, they came out with a skin. So I think that that's all correct. But the buddy system, being the fly, would be pretty sweet. I think that would be definitely a cool thing.
I need a shiny new metal.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
there will be a medal.
Yeah.
And
you
a
gotta buy,
and a frame.
buy all things. Yeah, you gotta buy the frame, the hill skin,
It'll probably be
frame,
the insect
and the
buddy, the
insects.
insect
Yep.
skin, and maybe the hill skin, right?
Yep.
Well, and then also there's usually a ornament that you can get. There's usually like a ornament for your decoration
Right.
Yep.
as
So
well.
Ulexi's
You guys-
right. There's only 4 slots and there's 3 buddies now. So
Yep.
it'll definitely, that's a very, very strong possibility.
Sounds like we're going live on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Like
But,
the Kumiko event.
Well, the
Do you
problem
guys-
with these collaborations are you don't. Well, no, I guess you do foresee like almost everything that's available, right? Once the update hits, it'll show if there's a skin in play. Maybe even if it's not the first thing that you can grab. So I wonder how they'll do the buddy system. If it'll be like a gold one or if it'll be like a purple one.
I see it being an orange one, to be honest. Lets players or gives players more incentive to grab it, right?
Yeah, but you
Because-
don't want to make it out of reach for free to play.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Or who
Mhm.
knows? Maybe one of the bees is
Well,
also buddy. They could do 2, one paid, one free to play.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think it's going to be a orange/gold one because if you look at the buddy system, if you're the $5.99 or $4.99 a day purchaser of the actual buddy,
$6.99.
Ooh. You know what? Ulexi actually has a good point here. If they did introduce it as a buddy, how would you be able to upgrade it if it's gone after the collaboration?
Right.
Mm.
Ulexi got us over here thinking.
maybe it's a more permanent one. Like,
Yep.
is here's the thing with the tortoise beetle. There are, first off, it's ridiculous being like 70 things per upgrade on it, but it's almost maxed on anyone that purchased the pack every day, which I do fall into that category. It is almost at 8 stars.
Wow.
So, like, there is 0 incentive to continue to buy that $4.99 pack once that thing's full. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, they're probably what you're
It,
saying is they're
it
probably
takes a
going to
lot.
move it over.
Maybe.
Probably move that.
I have.
Because if you're
hold on, let me
maxing,
see.
if you're maxing out already and you're a daily purchaser of it, they'll probably, yeah. See, you're almost maxed out. You have 2 more shards to go.
Yeah, but the problem is 3 more shards to go, but
Yep.
each of those shards costs 70 things. So it's like basically a week for each of those shards.
I'm not
Okay.
sad. I'm not sad for you.
No, whatever. I understand, but it's like you do get some of them free, so whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
from the normal. But I'm just saying that like it takes 70, and for 4.99 you only get 10. So basically, each of those shards at the end take a week to earn. So you're 3 weeks in 3 weeks or less. Everybody that did buy them every day will have that maxed. So we all know Star Union wants to cha-ching, as Ulexi and Oreo and Charmaine are showing. So, um, if they if if they do offer it as a buddy, then it would be something that would have to be continuing, right? Otherwise, there's no way to upgrade it, because even if they're offering it for free in a normal hatch, right, like they do with this tortoise beetle, there has to be a way. So that's going to be interesting. But again, for those of you who know about Lucas and the actual event, it was really big, I think in like 2019, right? And they have like a cartoon continuing or movies or whatever, but it started out as like almost like short films, right?
Yep. Because I
And
remember being in the movie theater and seeing it pop up.
yeah, exactly. So maybe that's part of the reason why it might be a little bit more than your Godzilla, where it was for a limited time, or even the Kumoku. Like it might be more of a permanent thing if they do it as a buddy. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they do it.
But when I was
Or maybe they're gonna make it like the cost of a insect skin or something like that, and you get it at 8 stars. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's not like that, because
or universal fragments. They could be universal fragments.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
it should have been in the first place.
that's true.
Yes.
It should be universal gold, universal purple, and universal blue. And then
Yeah.
you can like that, because making it specific to each buddy type, it's kind of counterintuitive, because now you're thinking, okay, now I got to buy 2 packs to upgrade 2 yellows. Like, what happens when they expect everyone to buy this pack and max out their one buddy and then release another buddy that they switch the pack over, like they did with the meteorite building? Like, it's kind of like, hey, I planned on doing this long term, but now you've shortened my window and I can't catch up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I want to spend.
I actually like that, though, to be honest with you.
For the
Like,
super whales who max everything, yeah.
I like what they did with the meteorite building, because the problem is, if they kept it the same material, right? Like, let's say they continued it as lava core, you don't have a chance to ever catch up, right? Like the mega whales that have hit level 3 on the first two, now they have like another item that they have to do, because otherwise they could reuse all of this lava core that they have to continue pushing further and further and spreading the gap.
No,
switching it to a different material. Now the lava cores that they go after have to go to increasing it beyond level 3. So they're not gaining as much at that point as they would, while other players are able to catch up.
See, I'm of the other side of this. Let's say I'm a free to play and I only get lava cores by doing the weekly tasks, right?
Yeah. Well, the VIP store now, let's say.
Well, okay, but the VIP store didn't exist. So now you're talking about now when so many people complained. I'm talking about when they cut off and went to the new material, but didn't give you access to obtain the lava cores anymore. And now you have the whales buying all the new materials and getting that much stronger, while I can't catch up on the first. Like, I should be able to still be catching up on the first one, while you super whales are buying through the second one. Right?
But
like
but here's the thing. That's where it is evened out a little bit. Because here's the thing. If Okay, so there like if you look at the meteorite building, there are currently two different spots that you can purchase lava core to increase the level on lava core.
Now you can. Yes, I agree.
Okay. If there were three spots and all three were lava core, someone that was a purchaser could buy up more and more lava core. Now they have three places where they can buy it, plus earn the two free from the VIP store. Okay. So they'll be able to get that third one to level 3 much quicker because the improvement beyond level 3 is minimal compared to getting it to level 3, if that makes any sense.
No, I get it.
So it's actually free to play friendly that they switched the material because, like, now a free to play player can grab the 2 lava core from the VIP store and they can still earn the Breccia core towards getting it to level. So now they're basically slowly improving both portions to get that combat speed. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
While a whale, okay, can buy lava core, but it's only at this point for them giving them minor improvements because they're using it to get to level 4, level 5 in the lava core section. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's there's 2 spots where they can get lava core, it does not give them as much improvement on the account as getting that to level 3 to begin with. So by them switching it to like having it a different material, there's less purchasability to get that Breccia core to level 3, which is the important level to get to, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So it is actually, that move is actually a good thing to not make the gap so wide between whales and free to play.
Do I have stuff turned off? What is happening here?
Oh man.
Yeah, I as a business owner and someone who runs who looks at profit margins and win loss type deals, every move I see from start, and if it was my business, I'd be doing the same thing. I just want to qualify that. But every move I see they make is so that they can maximize profitability and not maximize player satisfaction. I think there needs to be a balancing act that needs to happen. I love the fact that they added the lava cores back into the VIP store. I love the fact that they added the lava cores to some of the free to play events. But I think it was a little bit too late. I think they're a little bit late to the game sometimes. But I'm glad to see that they have balanced it out. But they need to do it more rapidly. Hopefully, it comes more rapidly in the future. I'm hopeful that it does. But you know, the way that you're describing it, laying out. If I had all the money in the world to buy everything, I would accelerate so much faster in the second one because I've already maxed out the lava cores. I've already maxed them out. I don't need any more. I'm already.
But you're not, there is no max out, is what I'm trying to say, because that thing goes up to like level 10, let's say. Okay.
But why would you?
Or maybe
why would you go past level
10,
3?
I don't know.
Why would you go
What's
past
that?
level 3?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there are players that are taking it beyond level 3, right? But the improvement you're saying why would you? But if you, like you said, if you had unlimited money, you're still doing it, right? Or if you had unlimited money to do it. So you're still buying the lava core. But instead you're taking it to level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8. If you didn't have that stopgap by making it a different material, now you would be able to take that third one and make that level 3. Okay, you understand that? Like.
But I'm doing it anyways. If I max out the pack, the weekly packs, if I buy out the weekly packs, I'm doing that. But it takes you
longer. It takes you longer because you have 3 spots. There's 3 places you can purchase there's currently 2 places you can purchase the lava core. Okay. And only one place you can purchase the Breccia core. If it was continued to be lava core on the third part of the mutation, you would now have 3 spots that you could buy lava core that could go into bringing up that third one to level 3.
But the only reason they added those extra spots is because they took it away. Go back to the original setup that the meteorite building was released in and tell me changing the materials didn't benefit. It hurt free to play and it benefited pay to win. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it, because when they changed and took away the lava course from being in the weekly tasks, like at least let you select, hey, I want to do Breccia core, I want to do lava core. At least give the players to be able to make the choice on what they want to move over to. They did it automatically.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, you can, like, right now I'm grabbing 2 lava core from the VIP store. Okay, I have not reached level 3 on the second portion. Okay,
Right. Yep.
so I'm grabbing 2 lava cores from the VIP store for free. Okay, but at the same token, I'm earning Breccia core from doing the tasks towards the meteorite, like, and I'm also, like, in my case, I'm purchasing the pedal pack, which gives me extra Breccia core, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm improving both lava core and Breccia core at the same time to catch up. Whereas if it was lava core, okay, I would be earning lava. They wouldn't have it in the VIP store, right?
Right.
Because you can earn it from the task. So now I'm only earning lava core, which I have to put into the second one while not earning anything for the third one.
Right. I understand. I understand from the whale perspective why it's beneficial to do that. But from the free to play players, all I'm saying is, from a free to play perspective, which I am not, from their perspective, from what I've heard and what I've read, it harmed players by doing it that way. All I'm saying is they should have at least given those players the choice to be able to select which tasks they wanted to obtain to finish off the lava core leveling, or they wanted to move over to the next one, because you got stuck with 25 lava cores. What do? You sit there and you wait a year to get the 25.
Well, you're getting 2 a week, so it would take 6 months to, or what? Not 6. It takes, whatever. You're getting 2, 4, 6, 8 a month, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay. So to
It'd
get the 50,
2.5 months. 2.5 months if I stuck at 25. It would take me 2.5 months if I wanted to use my diamonds that I accumulated on those lava cores.
Yeah, which, like, you probably should, if that's what you're working.
Yeah. You probably should.
Lava core, to be honest with you, for me at this point, lava core is the most important thing to grab out of the VIP store.
Right.
Like, because I'm there's limited spots you can get. You can't earn it naturally, right? So you have to grab it from the VIP store. But that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it. I actually handle the with the exception of the pedal pack, I actually handle the meteorite building as free to play. Okay, I don't invest into the meteorite building. So that's what I'm trying to say is, you being able to grab the 2 lava core out of the VIP store was great, because, like, I know I'm going to hit that 50 in 6 months. Okay. Yeah. Like, I'll hit the 50 that I need to improve the second one another level. Okay. At the same time, I'm earning the Breccia core. So, like, at the rate I'm going right now, I'm going to be able to improve a level of the first portion, that second meteor. I got level 3 on the first one already, right? The second one I have at level 0. Okay. So I'm at, like, I think I have 41 lava core or 42 lava core, right? So in a couple weeks, I'll be able to improve that to level 1, which is going to gain me 25 combat speed, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I'm also earning the Breccia core from doing the meteorite tasks. Okay.
Yes.
So now I'm going to be able to improve that to level 1 at the same time. So now I'm going to increase my combat speed on my account to plus 50 because it's two separate things. If it was lava core, okay, I would still be earning lava core, but it's going to go towards that second one to get that one to level 2 and then eventually to level 3. So because that's an improvement, and I'll be at 0 on the Breccia core one for longer. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like if you're looking at it as a free to play player, now this was not the case before they added the lava core to the VIP store. So they were delayed in doing that. I wish they had done that sooner. That definitely was something that was needed, but it, like, for a free to play player, it allows for a catch up that they're splitting it like this. Now, if they change it again to a different material, as long as they add the Breccia core to the VIP store along with the lava core, it will be fine. But if they don't and they make it a new material and it's hard to get Breccia core now all of a sudden, then it's going to turn the whole thing to crap again.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. Yeah.
Like if they make it a different material.
Thank you, Star Union, for delaying the lava cores in the VIP store. We'll forget that they didn't do that. But like, think about the treasure store. Like, think about the treasure store. If you were in the treasure depot.
Yeah.
What if they were to change up? Like, what if they were to change up the mud, the clay, the treasure clay? Would you not be upset?
Yes, but that works differently because you're exploring to get the mud and the other materials.
Well, what are tasks? Tasks are like exploring. It's kind of the same concept.
I mean, it is, but you earn more of the material in the meteorite building than you do. Like, it takes forever to upgrade the treasure store once you get like
level 50,
level 10 or whatever, right? Like, it takes a lot of mud. It takes that moonshine. Like, there's a lot of material that needs to go into it. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Like, that's another thing. I don't buy packs when it comes to that, right? Like, whatever happens naturally, it's going to happen, so be it. But
yeah,
again,
I just run my dailies, and then if it pops up, it pops up.
That's what separates me being a lighter spender versus a more heavy spender.
Don't mean to fully interrupt your conversation, but we do have a hand up, and we've missed a couple, and so I don't want to miss the hand we have up currently. So I'm interrupting, but I'm going to invite them up on stage just so that you guys know they're coming up.
Is that Steppenwolf coming up?
Yeah. If I figure out how to do it, because there we go. You get rusty sometimes, so they're been invited up. But
Steppenwolf, welcome.
Hello, it's the Wolf here. Speaking of money,
he's muted.
Sales, and this is I've spent 30 years in selling things, so
while he figures out his mic situation.
Draco.
I can hear him.
You can hear him.
What?
You can't hear him, Draco. You got something screwed up.
Can you hear me?
Why can't I hear
I can hear you, yes.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, speaking of the money, the whole money aspect of the game, I'm going to start by saying I kind of get sick of the VIP fairy telling me, "Oh, you need spend $500 more and you get the free pack." And I'm kind of like, well, I don't care as much about that because I can buy it if I want to. But where I think they miss is the light spenders. They need to offer more to them. And you make so much more money. Any company can make so much more money off nickel and diming people. And this is one of the mistakes I think the company makes is they focus way too much on the big whale and what they give to us, someone like me or even more whatever robot gets or someone like that. But yeah, I'm a heavy advocate for the low pay person, and I just don't think the game's doing enough. And I play with a lot of free players, and they're not happy, and that's good for the game.
I agree with you 100% on that. Like there is, I mean, here's the thing. So like the difference between like I don't consider myself a heavy spender. I do spend in the game, but like the players that I have played against, been allied with, matched against, I've seen the heaviest of spenders in this game. Okay, so the gap between my account and their account is pretty significant. Like as an example, okay, I can go up against, let's say, uh, like one of the mega whales, okay? And if it was just the mega whale in the tower and just me attacking that tower, okay, it'd probably take 10 hits for me to knock them out of that tower. So that to me is a pretty big gap because there's a lot more stamina that I'm spending to try to like knock that player out. You know, but this is a team game in and of itself, but there's a huge gap between me, a lighter spender, and a mega whale. Now, imagine that gap between a free to play player and that mega whale. It is like enormous. It might take 20, 30 hits for that player to knock that mega whale out. And that's where there is a disconnect. And I agree with you, Steppenwolf, that there needs to be like, I don't know, some sort of like closing of that gap.
Absolutely. I mean, I spend a lot of time trying to convince the free play or low paid players that you just need, you know, if you'd show up, we can do so much more. I can hit and get these guys out at the level I'm playing for the matchups I get. But if I don't get them to show up, if they start to get discouraged, I can't do it all on my own. And then I too come across the players that are mega whales to me and have the same problem that you're speaking of.
Yeah.
It's, you know, and how do you convince them? You know, I feel like there's not enough communication here between the right people in the game who could help offer or convince them to do this. I mean, I haven't had my friendship with one of the developers is so old because he quit. I don't know anymore. I used to know more about what was going on behind the scenes early in the game, but I don't have that anymore.
Right. I think the free to it's a team game. If you're going on event, it's their super whales or mild spenders or free to play. Everyone has a place on an event. So, you know, convincing your teammates that them filling rallies, allowing myself, who I consider myself a whale, I spend to limit my deaths by spreading it out amongst the rally leads, like it makes sense, right? So how do you convince them? You just gotta continuously talk with them and have them know that they're valued and let them know that, like, let them know, hey guys, thanks for helping out. This is definitely bringing less strain on the rest of the team. The whales can't lead all the time. They need people to fill in behind them. So I'm all for a mix of different types of players. I love having free to plays. I cherish my free to plays because they are the ones who actually know the game better than I do. When I want something, I click a button and I double tap my power button and I have it. They have to plan out everything every step of the way to be able to obtain what I can do with the push of a button. So I respect that. I'm impatient. I have the affordability to be impatient, but their patience is a virtue for something that I value. So, you know, they're valuable. They just need to know they're valuable. And usually by telling them they're valuable is how you get inclusion and have them play with you. So
well, that's what usually works for me. I usually have good luck with this. There are teams I've been on that I don't. I've become something of a gypsy, but
you're flapping in the wind, Steppenwolf. You're flying around server to server looking for a home.
I have found a new small team that I really like back on a server 492 where I started one of my where I started my alt hill, the second hill that I use most. And I see an opportunity here, but if it falls apart, then yeah, I'm going to be looking for a team again.
Nice. Well, good luck on your search if you have to go searching.
Well, it's hard, isn't it?
Yep.
I the only reason I left, I was going to play with Cole, and now it's, what is it now, Loeb? The only reason I left was when everything was starting to be a merger between two, and there was that long wait. I'm a person who can get impatient and get feelings of I don't fit in, and then I leave. And it's nothing against everybody. It's just I feel like I need to go.
You just I feel that because there's this influx of a lot of new players, and you feel like you've lost your identity in that group that you were with. So you gotta, if you're gonna choose to start over learning, you're gonna do it on your own terms. Is that kind of how you feel?
I think so. I think this is natural for me. This is a problem that goes back to my school experience as a kid, growing up, because my mother moved me through 12 schools and 12 grades.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. So I appreciate. You have any more questions for us?
I just wanted to make the comment about the money aspect, and I don't know how. I would hope that someone can convince the game company to make some changes in that area.
We can always hope and ask, and we appreciate you coming up, and thank you for your comment and question.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right. Anyone else want to come up on stage and ask a question? The hand icon is for raising your hand. We are coming to a close of this live event. If you haven't posted your live ID in the live ID section, please go ahead and do that now. For those of you watching on YouTube and TikTok and Twitch, you can post your live IDs in the chat, and we will include those into our reporting, so you can get a gift from the fairy. And anyone got any closing arguments from this debate we've had? Feverish debate.
I want to apologize to Zodiac first, but also give her some things when it comes to the mines. If I hit you in the mines, Zodiac, I apologize. Also to your teammates, you guys were great partners, but that's another thing. Like, for free-to-play players, like, I religiously, will hunt down 5 players in mines a day, and if you have 5,000, 5,500 crystals and I'm searching through the mines, you're getting whacked, It's just, I'm going to use all 5 attempts to try to get as many crystals so I can get the yummy genes and meteorite building stuff. And collect as many of those crystals as possible. But the truth of the matter is, like, that 4,000 crystals for gene material, terrible. Like, it was so bad when it came out, I thought that they made a mistake, right? Like, I'm like, 4,000 crystals, that is like insane. I mean, for the amount of gene material you get out of that. And then, like, seriously, if you max that thing out, I think it's there's 10 of them, so it would cost 40,000 crystals. When you hit someone that has 5,000 crystals or more, and you kick them out of that mine, you're earning about 1,000 crystals. So that represents hitting 40 people out of mines when you're only allowed to do 5 per day. So it is, like, I think in the entire game, outside of, like, money for material, that is the worst thing that you can grab out of the mine store.
Rotary Rex coming up on stage. Brother, how have you been, man?
What is up, Papacito, man. I am good,
Oh,
bro.
Rex, man, we missed that voice.
Vatos, what are you saying?
I don't know. I'm just feeling the vibe, bro.
I really appreciate you stopping by, man. I missed you. I missed you, lover.
Oh, that's so spicy. I missed you too. Sorry, I missed you too. I
We-
don't mean
we-
to make you feel left out.
Oh, Rex, man, it's nice to hear your voice. Thanks for coming up on stage. What's going on?
Oh, just here chilling, listening. Wanting to find out where Soul is currently harvesting crystals, so that way maybe I can try to get a black eye or two.
I think if you are in my mine range, you will definitely have felt the hit of Soul. I'm in a very lucky position, to be honest with you. Like no joke. In my particular mine range, the mine range doesn't fall into the CSC range. If it did, I'd be in a little bit deeper trouble. But in my mine range, like literally nobody can hit me out of the mines that is not on my team. And since my team can't hit me, it's very difficult to get hit. So it's pretty funny. That's why like Zodiac knows. I actually I'm friends with Zodiac, and I'm friends with players on her team. And there's like a little inside joke amongst us that I'm not supposed to hit their teammates. But the problem is, like, I don't know if you guys like search through the mines to find people with higher crystals. Like, I'm not hitting someone that has 300 crystals gathered, 400 crystals, because I want to gain as many as possible. So, but I'm not going to search until I find someone that has 6,000 or more. If I stumble across it, fine. So, like, my limit is 5,000. I'll earn 1,000 crystals by hitting them. So, like, I'm supposed to look and make sure it's not her or her teammates. Her R5 and me are very good friends. But, mistakes happen. I'm just trying to race through the mines and get the task done and hit 5 people. So I've hit them a couple times and gotten messages like, why are you knocking me out of mines? So just a little
Want to
inside
hear how?
joke amongst
You
us.
want to hear how newbie I feel?
How?
You want? So you know how the task is hit 3 times in the mines to get your daily task done. You have to attack 3 times in the mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't like doing the mine attacks, and I'm gonna brag a little bit. Anytime I hit somebody in the mines, I immediately knock them out. Right. So now you got a shield. You got to wait for. You can't release the mine. You gotta you gotta wait. I've learned recently that if I take my troops out of my lineup and I hit them, I can hit them twice, put them back in, hit them a 3rd time, and I'm happy. I just figured this out.
Wait. What do you do? Hold on. Rewind. I'm learning
He's
something
taking
here.
his special ads out.
I rode the short bus, bro. Hold on. I rode the short bus to school. Let me explain this very simply. You know when you have to hit somebody 3 times in the mines to get your daily task kind of checked off?
Oh, dude. Well, whatever. Okay. All right.
Okay, I don't have time to hit in the mines 3 times in the day after I've knocked someone out the first time and then wait. I don't set a timer. I know you got colony action timers on your phone, Soul. Like you're like organized and stuff. I get lost in the ether of life, and I have tasks that I'm doing and this and that. I am a very busy guy. I'm not
You're
bragging.
worrying about the daily task. I'm worrying about earning the crystals, dude.
I don't even
It's
pay
not
attention to
about-
that. I'm pretty sure I got 1 million crystals I haven't even spent yet.
Yeah. Although, here's another trick that like I probably should be implementing, but I don't. Is I should be like hitting. I should be like just jumping into the mines instead of hitting people with like T2s, whatever, T8s. In mine 8, someone with T8s or whatever is going to get hit a lot, right? So I should just jump into a mine, let myself get hit a bunch of times for a couple months or whatever, and then just go back and revenge everybody. right? Like
Great
that would be
idea. Oh my God.
a good way to earn
I never
crystals.
thought about that.
Yeah. Like maybe knock out 4 people instead of 5 and then put a really weak troops together in the crystals and then let myself get knocked out and then wait one day when there's a bunch of people in my revenge list and then go back and revenge them all to gain those crystals back.
You just gave me an idea. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So
Because the Revengers will be easy. Usually the Revengers are the people you can't attack because they were able to knock you out.
yeah,
They're very
that
hard
is
to beat.
that is very true.
So if they
Now
can
he's gonna go
knock
spend more
you,
money.
what's that?
There is one player, there's one player in the mines that like I will attack every now and like I'll like she'll have maybe like whatever the over 5,000 crystals and I didn't pay attention to who it was and I'll hit her and get smacked back and I'm like, oh God, what am I coming up against? And then sometimes she'll hit me and it will take me weeks and weeks before I can finally get enough RNG to revenge, right? So,
Oh man.
and I've said this before on stage before, but like for those of you out there that are getting hit and have a bunch of people on your revenge list, my suggestion stands that you wait till War of Kings is going on, and that's when you hit all the people that are on your revenge list. Okay, because a lot of players will drop their mutations so that they can farm speed heals if they happen to be on server during that particular time. So it increases your chances a lot to be able to knock them out. Me personally, okay, when I'm on server in Zodiac, you are in the same rotation as me when it comes to event versus being on server. Hit me on War of Kings Day, and there is a very good chance you're going to knock me out of the mines because all of my mutations are dropped because I'm busy farming speed heals and whatever. So
Suddenly Soul can't stay in mines on War of Kings Day.
yeah, yeah. Well, which is fine. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh man.
I mean, to me, the revenge is a great feature because it allows players to get free crystals. Really, so like I have dropped my mutations plenty of times for players that know me within our range. They'll message me, on Discord or whatever, and say, "Hey, I have 6 hits or whatever with you on it. Can you drop your mutation?" I'll drop all my mutations and let them knock me out in revenge so that they can get the free crystals. So,
You're a gentleman.
yeah, what?
I'm
It's
a scholar, and now I know what I'm doing on Fridays.
Friday after reset. Make sure it's after War of Kings. The moment the War of Kings starts, you're mine hunting.
I might have to wait 30 minutes to let everybody, go natural, and I'll yoke up.
That is the best time, 30 minutes after reset, because that's when everybody drops their mutations and starts farming.
Yep.
Like, I mean, honestly, even the biggest whales in this game do that. So, I play with Robot. For those of you that don't know the alliance that I'm in, but he drops his mutations every single time he's on server to farm speed heals. So, little secret, if you've got Robot as your as a person of your revenge, hit him on a Friday when our alliance is on server. And here's the other thing too, that you can as long as you're not on event, sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually go to the tree of the server. I'll search of the tree of the server of the person that hit me and see if their team are farming speed ups. Because if you see them farming speed ups, now and you don't have to waste a plunder chance, because you might even see the player themselves being there farming those speed ups, and so you just whack them in the mines and revenge them.
Full mafia. We're gonna whack them. Don't be sleeping with the fish ants.
Oh, Man, it was good hearing you, Rex.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. I'm always randomly around, lurking, watching, making sure Tony stays in line.
That's Draco's job.
Oh, the Lurker Kings. But with that said, thanks everyone for joining. For any Canadians out there, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us again.